Hello, my name is Suresh Balasubramanian. Welcome to SalesSpeak Studio. I want to start off by wishing all of you a very happy new year. I hope and pray that 2025 is an even better year than the previous one for everyone in sales. We will continue with part 4 of our series on the neuroscience of customer engagement. Of the 64 unique personality types, we have examined two styles, the commander and the navigator. Both these types are high on logic. They will speak to you about tasks and facts. The commander will tell you to do things. He is the commanding type, while the navigator is the one whose preferred style is to ask you about things. One of the questions that has been asked by our subscriber is whether these personalities behave the same way if they are not being a customer, that is at home, as a colleague, or even as a seller. Well, the dominant personality traits do not change. The intensity might vary up or down depending on the role being played or the situation. They may shift from one trait to another, but will always circle back to their dominant style. For example, a commander as a seller may switch to more asking and less telling, but will go back to the predominantly telling trait when they are being a buyer. In this episode, we shall learn about the caregiver type of personality. The caregiver is someone who is very high on emotion and relationships. This individual is also someone who is extremely accommodating and will ask you about things. You will find such personas predominantly in the services sector, that is, in hospitality, healthcare, etc. The caregiver's focus of attention is always on the ways and means to meet the needs and desires of other people. They have an inherent need to feel liked by other people and made to feel that they are indispensable to the other person. When you encounter a caregiver personality as a decision maker in your organization, make sure that you provide a lot of personal contact. Usually, face to face is the best. The caregiver derives energy from getting deeply involved in the entire purchase process. They feel the urge to be an active contributor and be part of every aspect of the purchase process. When you have such a customer, what you can do to fuel their energy is to recognize this trait and involve them. Run every idea, every feature past them through the entire process. You have to be able to manage their need to feel that they do not need you, but you need them. A caregiver's top focus of avoidance are situations where they feel unappreciated and where they feel that they are dependent on others. What you can do as a seller to make sure that you acknowledge their efforts without sounding overly flattering. When you do this, it gives them a rush of happy hormones. Caregivers crave for praise and recognition and can become vindictive if it is not given. A caregiver tends to favor brands and products that they perceive to be trustworthy, empathetic, and caring towards customers and society. They have a very strong rootedness for safety and security, and this invariably influences almost all of their purchase decisions. So, as a seller, make sure that you give equal emphasis to the softer aspects of your product or service, in addition to the hard or quantitative aspects. For example, try and narrate stories about how your product or service might have helped solve a problem. Stories that bring out intangibles such as compassion, trustworthiness, empathy, etc., carry equal weightage for a caregiver as much as the tangibles. A caregiver carries a deep rooted belief that a product or a brand has a higher purpose just like themselves, which is to care, to be dependable, be compassionate to others. And this aspect influences almost all of their purchase decisions. They also carry some inherent biases, one of them being called what is an overprotection bias. This can sometimes lead to them prioritizing safety features or ethical considerations at the expense of exploring other innovative solutions. A good discovery question to ask a caregiver is, what qualities do you look for in a brand that supports your needs? This question aims to uncover the characteristics they value the most, such as empathy, trustworthiness, or others. I hope you found this session valuable. In the next session, we shall discuss another personality type, the artist, and how to deal with an artist profile as a customer. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'm eager to hear your comments, feedback, and about topics that you may want me to cover in the coming sessions. Till next week, happy selling.